Alright, let's dive into this 30-day consistency challenge together and see if it truly unlocks the path to crushing our life goals. I'm pumped to embark on this journey with you, documenting every step, struggle, and triumph as we test the power of showing up every single day. Buckle up, because we're about to explore how consistency can transform our dreams into reality, one small action at a time. Achieving our life goals can feel like climbing a mountain, daunting, overwhelming, and sometimes downright discouraging when progress seems slow. But what if I told you there's a not-so-secret weapon that can make all the difference? That weapon is consistency. By committing to show up daily, putting in the effort even when it's tough, and staying laser-focused on our goals, we can chip away at obstacles and build unstoppable momentum. In this journey, we're going to unpack why consistency is the ultimate game changer, how it helps us overcome setbacks, and why it's the key to unlocking the life we've always envisioned. Consistency isn't just about grinding away or working yourself to the bone. It's about making steady, intentional progress, even on days when motivation is nowhere to be found. It's about dragging yourself out of bed to put in the work, even when you'd rather binge your favorite show. It's about staying true to your vision, no matter how many curveballs life throws your way. When I'm consistent, I notice a shift in myself. I feel sharper, more driven, and more confident in my ability to tackle challenges. I start to trust myself, and that trust fuels my progress. But when consistency slips, that's when things unravel. Progress stalls, self-doubt creeps in, and it's easy to feel like you're stuck in quicksand, spinning your wheels without moving forward. To really drive this home, let me introduce you to Sarah, a real-life example of someone who wrestled with consistency but came out on top. Sarah was a gifted artist with a burning dream to launch her own creative business. She had the talent and the vision, but staying focused was her Achilles heel. She dived into her business with enthusiasm for a few days, sketching ideas, building her portfolio, or reaching out to potential clients. But then, life would get in the way. Self-doubt, fear of failure, or just plain exhaustion would derail her. She'd lose steam, shift her focus to something else, and her business would stall. Sound familiar? We've all been there, starting strong only to fizzle out when the initial excitement fades. But Sarah's story doesn't end there. She refused to let her dreams gather dust. Instead of giving up, she decided to rethink her approach. She realized that her all-or-nothing mindset, trying to do everything at once, was setting her up for failure. So, she started small. Really small. She committed to just 30 minutes a day working on her business, no grand gestures, no pressure to be perfect, just a promise to show up. Some days, that meant sketching a single design. Other days, it was sending one email to a potential client. It wasn't glamorous, but it was doable. And that's the magic of consistency. It doesn't have to be flashy to be effective. Day by day, Sarah kept showing up. Even when she felt uninspired, even when she doubted her skills, she stuck to her 30-minute commitment. Slowly but surely, she started to see results. She landed her first client, which gave her a spark of confidence. Then came another client, and another. Each small win built on the last, and before long, her business wasn't just a dream, it was a reality. Sarah's consistency turned her scattered efforts into a thriving creative empire. As her business grew, Sarah faced new challenges. She had to juggle client demands, adapt to market changes, and keep her creative spark alive. There were days when she felt overwhelmed, tempted to throw in the towel. But she leaned on the habit of consistency she'd built. She kept showing up, tweaking her approach when needed, and staying focused on her long-term goals. Today, Sarah is a successful entrepreneur, living the life she once only dreamed of. And it all started with those small, consistent actions, 30 minutes a day that snowballed into something extraordinary. Sarah's journey teaches us that consistency isn't just a tool for achieving goals, it's a catalyst for personal growth. When we show up every day, we don't just make progress, we become stronger, more resilient versions of ourselves. We build discipline, boost our confidence, and develop the grit to push through setbacks. Consistency shapes not just what we achieve, but who we become in the process. It's like a muscle, the more we use it, the stronger it gets. So, why do so many of us struggle with consistency? Often, it's because we bite off more than we can chew. We set massive goals, like writing a novel, running a marathon, or launching a business, and expect to see results overnight. When progress is slow, frustration sets in, and we abandon ship. Or we fall into the perfectionism trap, thinking every step has to be flawless. But here's the truth, consistency isn't about being perfect or doing it all at once. It's about being steady, taking small, manageable steps, and trusting that those steps will add up over time. If you're ready to harness the power of consistency, here's how to start. First, identify your goal. What's one thing you want to achieve? It could be improving your fitness, learning a new skill, or growing a side hustle. Be specific. Vague goals like get better at something are harder to stick with. Next, break it down. What's the smallest action you can take daily to move toward that goal? For Sarah, it was 30 minutes of work. For you, it might be writing 100 words, doing 10 minutes of exercise, or practicing a language for 15 minutes. The key is to make it so achievable that you can't talk yourself out of it. Once you've got your daily action, create a schedule and commit to it. Block out a specific time each day, maybe it's first thing in the morning or right after dinner, and treat it like an unmissable appointment. To stay on track, track your progress. Use a journal, app, or even a simple calendar where you mark an X for every day you show up. Seeing that chain of X's grow is surprisingly motivating. It's like a visual reminder of your commitment. And don't forget to be kind to yourself. If you miss a day, don't beat yourself up. Just get back on track the next day. Consistency isn't about never slipping, it's about refusing to stay down. The beauty of consistency lies in its compounding effect. Each small action might feel insignificant in the moment, but over time, those actions stack up like bricks building a fortress. You create momentum, and that momentum makes it easier to keep going. You start to see results, maybe it's a stronger body, a growing portfolio, or a budding business, and those results fuel your motivation. It's a virtuous cycle. Consistency breeds progress, and progress breeds more consistency. But let's be real, consistency isn't always a walk in the park. There will be days when you're tired, distracted, or just not feeling it. That's normal. The trick is to push through those moments by focusing on the bigger picture. Ask yourself, why does this goal matter to me? Connecting to your deeper why, whether it's providing for your family, expressing your creativity, or proving something to yourself, can reignite your drive. And when all else fails, lean on the just start rule. Commit to doing just 5 minutes of your task. Often, starting is the hardest part, and once you're in motion, you'll keep going. Consistency also builds something invaluable, trust in yourself. Every time you show up, you're proving to yourself that you're capable, reliable, and committed. That self-trust spills over into other areas of your life, making you more confident in your decisions and more resilient in the face of challenges. Plus, when others see your consistency, whether it's colleagues, clients, or friends, they start to trust you too. You become someone who gets things done. As we embark on this 30-day challenge, let's keep Sarah's lessons in mind. Start small, pick one goal and one daily action that feels doable. Show up every day, even if it's just for a few minutes. And focus on progress, not perfection. Over the next 30 days, we'll check in regularly to share our wins, tackle obstacles, and keep each other accountable. I'll be right here with you, putting in the work and sharing my own journey. Whether your goal is to write a book, get fit, or launch a business, consistency is the bridge that will get you there. So, what's your goal for this challenge? Drop it in the comments below, along with the daily action you're committing to. Let's inspire each other. And if you're loving this journey, subscribe and hit the notification bell for updates, tips, and motivation to keep you going. I'll be sharing more strategies to help you stay consistent and unlock your life goals. Here are the key takeaways to carry with you. Consistency is the secret sauce to turning dreams into reality. It's not about perfection, it's about showing up, day after day, even when it's hard. The benefits go beyond goals. Consistency builds character, resilience, and self-trust. Start small, stay steady, and watch your efforts compound over time. Let's make consistency our superpower. Who's with me? Share your thoughts, your goals, and any challenges you're facing in the comments. Let's build a community of doers who show up and make things happen. Thanks for joining me on this challenge. I can't wait to see where we are in 30 days. Stay consistent, keep pushing, and I'll see you in the next update.